Hello, Mataji, and watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. Japanese Prime Minister Sane Takaichi on Monday announced her decision to dissolve the House of Representatives, the lower house in the National Diet, paving the way for a snap general election on the opening day of the current ordinary parliamentary session. Kyodo News reported. The decision to dissolve the lower house was taken on Friday. Addressing a press conference today, Takaichi said she intends to seek a fresh mandate from voters and has stalked her continuation as Prime Minister on election outcome. According to senior leaders of the ruling parties, polling is expected on February 8 with the official election campaign beginning on January 27. As reported by Kyodo News, the proposed election will be the first since Takaichi assumed office as Japan's first women Prime Minister on October 21. It will also be the first electoral test since a Liberal Democratic Party entered into a coalition agreement with the Japan Innovation Party a day earlier. Takaichi is aiming to leverage her cabinet's strong approval rating to secure public backing for what she has described as a responsible yet aggressive fiscal policy approach along with the newly formed ruling coalition framework, Kyodo News reported. The snap poll comes less than 18 months after the previous lower house elections held in October 2024. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Monday criticized what he described as a selective targeting of India over its position on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The External Affairs Minister was delivering opening remarks during delegation-level talks with visiting Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Poland, Wrocław. In New Delhi, Jaishankar also urged that Poland should display zero tolerance for terrorism and not help fuel terrorist infrastructure in India's neighborhood.
Prime Minister, I welcome you and your delegation to India. We meet at a time when the world is under considerable churn. As two nations located in different regions, each with its own challenges and opportunities, it is obviously useful to exchange views and perspectives. Our bilateral relationship has also progressed steadily, but nevertheless needs constant tending. India and Poland have traditionally enjoyed warm and friendly ties. In recent years, it's been marked by high-level political exchanges and vibrant economic and people-to-people ties. The visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Poland in August 2024 saw our relationship elevated to a strategic partnership status. Today, Deputy Prime Minister, we would review the Action Plan 2024-28, through which we seek to realize the full potential of our strategic partnership. We will also discuss ways to take forward our cooperation in trade and investment, defense and security, clean technologies, and digital innovation. Poland is one of India's largest trading partners in Central Europe. Our bilateral trade, I believe, stands at about $7 billion. Having registered a growth of almost 200% in the past decade. Indian investment in Poland has surpassed $3 billion, creating a number of job opportunities for Poles. India's strong economic growth, size of its market, and pro-investment policies provide immense opportunity for Polish businesses. We will also explore promoting deeper cultural and people-to-people ties. The Dobre Maharaj remains a cherished link. I recall meeting Polish youth in February last year under the first Cham Saheb Memorial Youth Exchange Program. It is heartening to note that Indology continues to thrive and yoga is popular in Poland. Today, our conversation will naturally cover regional and global developments. In particular, an exchange of assessments on our respective neighborhoods would be useful. You have been speaking about it publicly during your visit as well. In recent past, both in New York last September and in Paris this January, I have candidly shared our views on the Ukraine conflict and its implications. While doing so, I have also repeatedly underlined that the selective targeting of India is both unfair and unjustified. I do so again today. Deputy Prime Minister, you are no stranger to our region and are more than familiar with the long-standing challenges of cross-border terrorism. I hope at this meeting to discuss some of your recent travels to the region. Poland should display zero tolerance for terrorism and not help fuel the terrorist infrastructure in our neighborhood. Once again, a warm welcome, and I request you for your opening remarks.
Poland's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Wrocław, while delivering opening remarks during delegation-level talks with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shankar, said he was pleased to attend the Jaipur Literature Festival, calling it a major global cultural event. Swirsky said Poland fully agrees on the need to counter transnational and cross-border terrorism, noting that his country has faced incidents of arson and attempted state terrorism. He also echoed concerns over what he described as the unfair practice of selective tariff targeting, warning that it could lead to global trade turbulence. The Polish leader expressed hope that India would continue to remain actively engaged with Europe.
Inviting me, and as I've already mentioned, I was delighted to be attending for the first time the Jaipur Literary Festival, a great global cultural event. As you said, I personally have been to India many times before, both privately and officially, but for the first time since the establishment by our prime ministers of the strategic partnership. And as you said, we want to review the progress and the perspectives. We seem to be the dynamic countries in our regions, and therefore we should explore the opportunities that there are. We are also countries that were colonized in the 19th century, so we have particular sensitivities in that area. I completely agree with you on the need to counter transnational, trans-border terrorism. Poland, as you may have heard, has been a victim of both arsons and attempted state terrorism when a Polish railway line was blown up under a moving train just very recently. Fortunately, through the incompetence of the terrorists, there were no casualties. I also completely agree with you on the unfairness of selective targeting by tariffs, and we in Europe know something about that also, and we fear that this is progressing to a global trade turbulence. I was very glad to be able to discuss with you in Paris the state of affairs in the format of Weimar Triangle Plus. We are hoping that India will continue to stay engaged in Europe. We've noticed that you are establishing embassies everywhere in Europe, which means that you are serious about relations with the European Union. It will be the turn of our Prime Minister to come to India, and I hope that happens before too long. Again, thank you for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to our exchanges.
Thank you very much. Of course, the selective targeting is not limited to tariffs. I think there have been other forms of selective targeting, but we will discuss that. So once again, thank you, Press.
Hundreds of Tipra Motha party workers on Saturday took out a protest march in the Hezamara area of West Tripura district, demanding the immediate release of party members arrested in connection with an alleged attack on PJP supporters earlier this month. The rally was led by Tipra Motha MLA Ranjit Debrama and was joined by party leaders and members of its frontal organizations, including the Tipra Women Federation and Tipra Youth Federation. The protesters marched through various parts of Hazamara and concluded the program with a street corner meeting near the local market. Addressing reporters, Tipra Motha MDC Rabindra Debrama said 10 party workers had been arrested on what he described as false charges linked to political violence reported on the night of January 8. He claimed that clashes had taken place between two groups within the PJP, leading to injuries among its workers, and alleged that Tipra Motha members were being framed to divert attention from internal disputes within the ruling party. The Brahma said the arrested workers were not present at the scene of the incident and were at their homes at the time. He warned that the party would intensify its agitation if the workers were not released. Several senior leaders, including MLA Brishka Tiu Debrama, Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council Chairman Jagdish Debrama, and leaders of the TWF were present at the protest. We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
माघ मेले की भव्यता और पवित्रता का एक बार फिर विश्व देखेगा नया स्वरूप। करोड़ों श्रद्धालुओं के लिए परंपराएं वही और सुविधाएं नई, जहां पग पग पर आस्था और दिव्यता की मिलेगी अनुभूति। जब संगम की रेती पर संत महात्माओं की होगी उपस्थिति, 6 पावन पर्व स्नानों में अखाड़ों के संतों का समागम, पूरे विश्व में माघ मेले की महानता का होगा वर्णन। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के नेतृत्व में माघ मेला 2026, आस्था की लहराती पताका, विकास की नई गाथा, काम दमदार, डबल इंजन सरकार।
Welcome back. Security forces intensified operation across Manipur between January 16 and 18, recovering a major catch of arms, explosives and drugs and arresting multiple cadres linked to insurgent and criminal activities. In Churachandpur district, forces recovered 15 IEDs, firearms including country-made rifles and CMGs, a mortar bomb and other materials during the 3-day operation. In Imphal East, 2 NRFM cadres were arrested for alleged recruitment activities, while an UNLF cadre was held for extortion and a KCP Noyon cadre was also arrested. Separate anti-truck operation led to seizure of heroin, banned cough syrup and nitrazepam, with arrests in Imphal West and Thobal districts. Additionally, Manipur police recovered 2 stolen vehicles from Tengnopal district. Authorities said intelligence-based combing cordon and search operations will continue to curb illegal arms, narcotics, trafficking and extortion networks in the state. A candlelight vigil was held on Saturday evening at the Wall of Remembrance in honor of Ningtin Ling Haukip, 20 Kuki-Zo women whose death has triggered fresh reactions amid the continuing ethnic unrest in Manipur. The vigil was organized by the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum (ITLF), which said that the program was held to pay tribute to the deceased and to express solidarity with victims of the ongoing conflict. Earlier, the ITLF in a press statement expressed grief and outrage over Haukip's death, alleging that she was abducted during the initial days of violence and subjected to severe physical assault, resulting in serious injuries and long-term medical complications. The organization claimed that she later died on January 10, 2026 after undergoing treatment outside the state. The ITLF further stated that the incident reflects what it described as continued targeting of Kuki-Zo community since the outbreak of the conflict in May 2023. Reiterating its stand, the organization renewed its demand for a separate administration, citing security and survival concerns. The allegations made in the press release could not be independently verified at the time of filing this report. There was no immediate official response available to the claims. The candlelight vigil was also held in remembrance of those killed during the ethnic violence, with hundreds of people paying tribute and observing silence in memory of the victims.
Abula kipat kituak lo.
Pakai, anam ite zong tu ni koin pakai kalungdong tai, ben tu ni koin. Hibanga masangin pakai, how?
Sakit zong ni, lau tu hekin avela. Mahian, train ni ho zong ki ho zong so, imati pon jakativin ina ka na live. Ham atin, lahom may lon na pat no atin, lahon na pat no na het lo atin kala het so, amin het daw lal het zingen, amin sung het. On now hin zingkal hita jo achita banga ka umjo, kung lida na hin buhung tu cik cik min ahila buon in dia kha jen ka
Dil na koi the nan koi unla.
Amid controversy triggered by a viral social media video alleging extortion on Dimapur-Imphal route, the Director of Youth Affairs and Sports, YS Manipur, Dr. Manipur Singh, has sought police action to verify the claim and initiate legal steps if required. In an official communication dated January 19, Dr. Veto Singh wrote to the Superintendent of Police, Imphal West, requesting immediate verification and legal action regarding the alleged extortion activities reported in the clip, which was reportedly uploaded by members of the Rajasthan contingent who came to participate in the 69th National School Games Championship being held at the Kuman Lampat Sports Complex, Imphal. The letter stated that the viral video allegedly shows taking money on the way from Dimapur to Imphal and urged the police to ascertain facts and act accordingly. It also noted that counterparts in Senapati and Kankokpi districts may be coordinated to verify the incident as the route passes through the two districts. Meanwhile, Championship's control room official K. Divish said that a police team visited Kumar Nampak Sports Complex on Monday morning and initiated inquiries into the matter. However, he said that the Rajasthan contingent left Manipur without lodging any official complaint, making it difficult to proceed further based solely on a viral clip. The letter was also copied to the Director General of Police, Secretary YS, Government of Manipur, Superintendent of Police of Kankokpi and Senapati, the officer in charge of Imphal Police Station and relevant files. The issue has raised concerns as Imphal continues to host the national level school games with teams from different states participating across multiple disciplines at Kumar Nampak. Seed money and revolving funds amounting to Rs 3.20 crore were distributed among self-help groups, common interest groups and joint liability groups under the IGDC CREL-FAT project in Dalai and North Tripura districts on Friday. The distribution program was organized by the District Project Management Unit of Dalai and North District at the town hall here. As part of the initiative, 43 two-wheelers were also handed over to field level officials to support monitoring and implementation of project activities. Addressing the gathering, the minister said the project aims to reduce dependence of forest-dwelling communities on forest resources by promoting alternative livelihood opportunities and supporting the vision of a greener Tripura. The project director said the financial assistance would benefit groups from 32 model villages across the two districts and would support income-generating activities such as non-timber forest produce collection, small enterprises, animal husbandry and value addition of forest products. Officials said proposals related to agar and bamboo plantations, market sheds and handloom clusters were also discussed during the program.
Seed money distribution এবং সেলফ হেল্প গ্রুপ বিডিপিআইসিতে যারা কাজ করছেন তাদেরকে 5 লক্ষ টাকা ঋণ দেওয়া হলো যাতে করে তারা ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য করতে পারে, লাইভলিহুডের প্রজেক্টগুলো করতে পারে, পিগারি, ফিশারি ইত্যাদি নিয়ে তারা যেন কাজ করতে পারে। 10 লক্ষ টাকা সর্বমোট প্রত্যেকটি বিডিপিআইসিতে আমরা দিয়েছি। 129টা আমাদের বিডিপিআইসি আছে, সেখানে 12 কোটি 90 লক্ষ টাকা খরচ। আমাদের পরিকল্পনা গ্রিন ত্রিপুরা করা, স্বচ্ছ ত্রিপুরা গড়া এবং ত্রিপুরায় যেন পর্যটকরা বিশেষ এবং স্বচ্ছ অক্সিজেন শ্বাস প্রশ্বাস দেওয়ার জন্য তারা যেন আসেন, সেই প্রচেষ্টার লক্ষ্যে কিন্তু ইন্দো জার্মান প্রকল্প কাজ করে। যদি বনকে ধ্বংস করে সড়ক আনা বিল্ডিং তৈরি করে অক্সিজেনের অভাবে মারা যাবে কোনো এক সময়। তো এটা তো আসলে আমার ব্যক্তিগত কোনো বাধা দান না, যে এটা হলো ভারত সরকারের ফরেস্ট অ্যাক্ট আছে, তার মাধ্যমে আমাদের কাজ করতে হবে। তারপরেও যেখানটায় আমাদের উন্নয়নের দরকার, যেমন আমাদের আমবাসা আইডি ব্লকের যিনি বিএসসি চেয়ারম্যান বলেছেন যে 2টি সড়ক হবে এবং সেখানে ফরেস্ট ক্লিয়ারেন্সের দরকার আছে, ওইগুলো আমরা দিয়ে নেব। ফরেস্ট ডিপার্টমেন্টের মূল লক্ষ্য হচ্ছে বন এবং বনজ সম্পদকে রক্ষা করা, প্রোটেকশন করা, মানুষ যাতে এটা দখল করে সেটাকে ধ্বংস না করে, এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের প্রধান কাজ। তো এই কাজে যদি কেউ বাধা দেয়, উনিও বাধাপ্রাপ্ত হবে। তো আসলে এটা তো সমাজের স্বার্থে, পৃথিবীর স্বার্থে আমরা করছি। যেখানে একেবারেই না করে আমরা পাচ্ছি না, সেখানে কিন্তু আমরা এই ধরনের যে ফাইলগুলো আসছে সেগুলোকে
Commissioner of Police Guwahati and IGP Law and Order Bharta Sarati Mahanta conferred the D.Lit honours by Assam University Silchar, making him the first IPS officer from Assam to receive this award. Assam University Silchar holding its 23rd convocation, which began on January 19 and shall continue till 21st of January, wherein 13,600 students and researchers would be conferred their degree. Among them, Bharta Sarati Mahanta was conferred the D.Lit by Swami Adma Priyananda Ji, Pro-Chancellor, Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, Belur Mutt, West Bengal. He was conferred this degree in presence of Chancellor of Assam University, retired Air Chief Marshal Arup Raha, and Vice Chancellor of Assam University, Rajiv Mohan Pant, among a host of other dignitaries.
Assam University Silchare আজি যেটো সম্মান প্ৰদান কৰিলে মোক, মই অত্যন্ত বিনম্ৰতাৰে এই সম্মানটি গ্ৰহণ কৰিছো। তেওঁলোকে যি ডিলিট প্ৰদান কৰিছে লিটাৰেচাৰ আৰু ছ'চিয়েল ছাৰ্ভিচৰ কাৰণে, ইয়াত মই এটা কথাই ক'ব খুজিছোঁ, আমি পুলিচেই নহয়, বিভিন্ন বৃত্তিত থকা আমি সকলোৱে বিভিন্ন ধৰণে সমাজ সেৱা কৰি থাকোঁ। সমাজ সেৱা যে এজন ফুল টাইম সমাজ সেৱকেহে কৰে তেনে নহয়। আমি যেতিয়া নিজৰ নিজৰ কামখিনি সুচাৰুৰূপে নিয়াৰিকৈ কৰোঁ, সেয়াই এক ডাঙৰ সেৱা। আৰু পুলিচত বিশেষকৈ আমি পুলিচত থাকি ৰাইজক একেবাৰে বিপদৰ সময়ত সহায় কৰাৰ এটা সুবিধা পাওঁ। আৰু পুলিচ বিষয়াই যেতিয়া কিবা এটা এৱাৰ্ড পায় বা তেওঁলোকক যেতিয়া কিবা এটা সন্মান যচা হয়, সেয়া ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টেল হওক, গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে দিয়া হওক বা এনেধৰণৰ কোনোবা সন্মানীয় বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় বা সামাজিক সংগঠনে দিয়া হওক, সেই সন্মানটো আচলতে সেই পুলিচ অফিচাৰজনৰ অকলে নহয়, সেই সন্মানটো সেই পুলিচ অফিচাৰজনৰ গোটেই টিমটোৰ। কাৰণ আমি পুলিচত কোনেও অকলে কাম নকৰোঁ, অকলে কাম কৰিব কোনেও নোৱাৰে। কোনো পুলিচ অফিচাৰ ছুপাৰমেন নহয়, ছুপাৰ হিৰো নহয়। আমি টিম হিচাপে কাম কৰোঁ, আৰু আটাইতকৈ ডাঙৰ কথা, টিমটোৱে আমি ৰাইজৰ সহায় সহযোগিতা, ৰাইজৰ পৰামৰ্শলৈ কাম কৰোঁ। আমি যে এই যে ৰাইজৰ যিখিনি সহায় সহযোগিতা, আমি টিম হিচাপে কাম কৰা, আমাৰ ছিনিয়ৰৰ গাইডেঞ্চ, আমাৰ কলিগছৰ গাইডেঞ্চ, আমাৰ জুনিয়ৰ অফিচাৰে তেওঁলোকৰ ভুলৰ পৰা শিকা, তেওঁলোকে আমাক দিয়া পৰামৰ্শ, এই সকলোখিনি লৈহে আমাৰ কামখিনি সম্ভৱ হয়। গতিকে আজি এই যি সন্মান মই আমাৰ এই সকলোৰে হৈ গ্ৰহণ কৰিছোঁ, আৰু ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক কৈছোঁ যে আমি ডিগ্ৰী লাগিব, আমি পঢ়া শুনাত ভাল হ'ব লাগিব, আমি চাকৰি কৰিব লাগিব, ভাল চাকৰি কৰিব লাগিব, কিন্তু লগতে আমাৰ সেৱাৰ মনোভাৱটো থাকিব লাগিব, যিটো আমাক ভগৱান শ্ৰীকৃষ্ণই গীতাত অৰ্জুনক কৈছিল। গতিকে সেই যেতিয়া সেৱাৰ মনোভাৱেৰে আমি কামখিনি কৰিম, তেতিয়া আমাৰ সকলোৰে ভাল হ'ব, নিজৰ ভাল হ'ব, পৰিয়ালৰ ভাল হ'ব, সমাজখনৰ ভাল হ'ব, আৰু তেতিয়া লগে লগে জাতি আৰু দেশখনৰো ভাল হ'ব। মই আছাম ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি শিলচৰক মোৰ আন্তৰিক কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাইছোঁ আমাক এই সন্মান দিয়াৰ কাৰণে, আমাৰ কষ্টখিনিক স্বীকৃতি।
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV. Good night.